Oh, we're live. Okay. All right. We're going to start the Almont DDA Heritage Festival Committee meeting January 28th, 2026 at 6:05 p.m. at Almont Municipal Building. If you haven't been here before, which I know you haven't, and I don't think you have. Okay. I was like, I don't recognize your face. This is not a super formal meeting. We do record it just so that anyone who wants to know what we're talking about Heritage Fest can watch it if they can't be here. But with that, I'll let Angela take it away because this is her show, not mine.
Sure. Okay. I cannot believe it's already time for Heritage Fest, to be honest. With all of the snow and ice, I am a little bit feeling not Heritage Festy. But all of this is open discussion. I have the map of last year, the flyer from last year. The sponsor stuff from last year can wait. The main thing I want to get done tonight is the car show flyer, and then discuss a plan. I think our plan was to stay the same location-wise as last year. I just want to discuss a plan B in case East and West St. Clair tore up. They're supposed to be. They were also supposed to be last year, so we just need to have a second location map should.
Do we have any intel on whether that's realistic for this year or not?
We'll know February.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Okay. But last year they told us yes,
I know.
then we didn't.
Okay.
So, we can go through this, or we can just do. But actually, let's do the car show flyer first. And that, Aaron, do you have a copy of it?
Yes, I gave him everything.
Can we do that first, and then we'll just run through everything else? I just need to know what, obviously, the date needs to change. But anything else that you think needs to change? No, it was on its own separate sheet.
Did I not give you one? It was separate, Aaron. Did I not give you one?
Yeah, that one. No, I saw it.
I see it in there.
Yeah. No, you're okay.
Obviously that, which is no big deal. Are we good with the price still? Is that gonna stay the same?
I think that should stay. We just raised it. Was it just last year or the year before?
Yeah, we raised it last year.
Yeah, so I'm fine with keeping it the way it is.
And the goodie bag count, that's good too, right? Is that too many? I don't know.
I think we leave it at 75 because we always give about 100. So I think we leave it at 75 just because then the extra 20 or 25 people get like a bonus.
I would like to add that registration closes at 10 a.m. I put that on here instead of must be registered by 10 a.m. for judging.
It says registration 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
I'm sorry. I didn't
really
read.
big font. I can add something else.
It's on there. Thank
if
you.
you want.
Nope, that's great. Thank you.
But it was on. Well, this is last year's form. So if you feel like I need
No, I just didn't see it. That's all.
Again.
Was that on last year's flyer that it ended at 10 a.m.?
This is last year's
Yeah,
flyer.
this is last year. Yeah, everything I have here is last year's. I have not made any updates yet.
I think maybe putting something under there that says registration will close at 10 a.m.
Get rid of.
We will not accept registration after 10 a.m.
I would just get rid of must be registered by 10 a.m. for judging and put you must be registered.
Must be registered. Registration closes at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Okay.
Something to that effect.
Are we keeping everything in the same location? When we talk about moving it off that street, or is that still gonna stay the same?
There's nowhere else to do it.
I think
Unless you have a better idea.
I know.
that is the best place to do it. In even more so if East and West St. Clair are going to be tore up, there would be no, I don't know where else we could do it.
It's gonna be really rough if they're tore up, but.
It is,
We'll
but-
figure it out.
I mean, hopefully,
For the catering trucks and things like that.
Yeah.
East and west side.
Yeah, it would be both sides.
it'll be both sides. They have to leave it open enough to get, like, they're not gonna close it down completely, so it's gonna be, that's why it's gonna be such a long process, is it's gonna be like one lane at a time. And I think it's projected to be done by October, so I am cautiously optimistic.
It won't be done till December, if that's their plan, but okay. We all know how construction works in Michigan. Come on
A
now.
little bit, I'm just, even if it's, we can get, let's do the flyer first, and then we can get on to it, because I've thought about this a billion ways.
Dash plaques. Doesn't everyone get a dash plaque?
No.
No?
Well, kind of, I ordered 400.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
everybody hypothetically should.
okay. No, that's fine, leave it the way it
Close
is.
to everybody, but I don't put that on there because
No, it's fine.
I
Yep,
want people to pre-register.
That's
Still
good.
like the idea of poker chips. Poker chips are becoming kind of a big thing.
For what?
Instead of dash
Like
flags.
throw into the goodie bags or to have when they register. I mean, poker chips are just becoming like, I don't know, like people are collecting them. It's just,
Mhm.
it's kind of becoming a thing.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. Yeah, that was a Harley thing when we used to ride.
Yeah.
You
I know.
collect poker chips from the
it's
different
becoming
dealers.
Everything, it seems
Yeah.
like, you've got them for motorcycles, you've got them for like events, people are giving them out.
Mhm.
Because that's what I've been seeing on the internet anyway. It's like, come to our event, you get a goodie bag and a poker chip, and it's like, a poker chip, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can look into poker chips instead of keychains
That would be something different,
for
yeah.
this year.
You say I don't really want to incur an additional expense. And I personally would never get rid of the dash plaques, so.
No,
That's my personal feelings, though.
I love
I'm
the
just
magnets
saying,
so much.
I do too.
It's
I have
becoming
no
a thing,
interest in
that's all.
this,
Yeah,
But I love the magnets.
yeah.
Because I mean, people will, people collect them, little kids
Mhm.
like them. It's,
Mm-hmm, I know.
Make great markers for golf.
Absolutely. Okay,
Is there anything that I need, that anybody thinks I need to change on here except instead of must be registered, I'll just put registration closes at 10 a.m. and I'll probably put that in like yellow or red. So
I know we love things to look pretty, and I do too. But I think the pretty is getting in way of this map. And I think the more times people see this little map or any version of any map is better. I would like that to be clearer, please. Just because it's always, directions are always an issue. So if we can make that.
well, I will do that.
And
but
anyone who's
it's
not
also
local
on-
isn't gonna know. I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can take the
I think that would help,
weird
maybe.
background off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you put like landmarks on here, like restaurants or something to make it?
I could put the high school on here, and then there's not really any, there's nothing here
Okay.
before, I mean, there's the vet, that's about it, and that's right at the 53 sign.
Yeah.
So I can put the high school, actually, I probably will put the high school there anyways, because that's where trailer parking is.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Victor's names, is that on here?
Yeah, I could put Vinkers right there.
McDonald's, that's a big,
Mm-hmm.
gaudy set.
It's free advertising for all of them too, who are kind of anti-Heritage Fest. So maybe that would, soften the blow a little.
Just to your point of the out of towners, just
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, there's that.
Right? Oh yeah,
The
past the
only thing I
McDonald's.
feel like is if I'm gonna put one person, I'm gonna have to put them all, because I feel like if I put McDonald's, there's going to be several other businesses that are gonna be upset that I did not put them.
It's not a monetary
You know what I'm
thing, it's
saying?
strictly for
It's such a good point, I know.
But I don't know, they're gonna complain no matter what.
Yes, they absolutely 1000% will, no matter what we do, one way or the other, doesn't
I
matter.
just think you put the things everybody knows a McDonald's and everyone's gonna know there's a grocery store right there. I don't think, I wouldn't overthink it. I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you do.
I don't want to overthink it. I know, that's just. Okay,
Unintentionally.
I will,
Think about
Yeah.
and I don't, so here's my thought. Vinkers always contributes a lot, and since that's the road that registration is on anyways, I don't mind maybe putting Vinkers and A&W there, because then I have like a reasoning for
Mhm.
why they're on the map, if that's
It's fine.
good with everyone, and then I don't have to like, well, that's where you turn, that's why I put it there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that everybody else isn't like, well, my
Yep.
business is on the road too.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Good answer. I like it. Other than that, I don't see
it.
anything else.
Look and say, I think people. know
Like it's
what's around.
recognizable, that's what I think too, and.
Yeah.
So the one thing I did not put on the agenda and I just thought about, do we want to do Cruise and Media Magazine again? I think it's about $1,200. Our magazine ad looks a lot like our flyer. It has the QR codes. We do 2 issues, usually like, I
It's
think
like a
it's
2-month intervals, isn't it?
I think it's like the April, May where they do all of the, or maybe it's February, March, where they do all of the, their like their main issue with like all of the shows, and then the issue before the July, August one before our show. And you get a discount if you do too. Do we want to continue doing that?
I would.
Yep.
It definitely gets it out there. I'm a subscriber. It definitely gets the word out there. They have a lot of people that see that, and a lot of, it gets passed around the car shows, cruise nights.
And I just think because we've done that for so long, if we didn't do it,
Yeah.
people would be like, oh my God, are they not having that show this year? Oh, I guess we're not going there, for the
Yep.
people that do like rely on that, the older guys. Yeah, I think we should.
Everything you tell in QR code from cruises.
No.
If that's how.
I
I'm curious how many people do
I mean, we could, but
suppose I
you
Everyone
could,
could
you'd
do
have
a
to
different
create,
QR code. It would just be,
that's a lot more work. We need, the other thing I thought of, the phone number. Are we gonna do what we talked about? Are we just gonna take it off?
I'm going to, I mean, people are gonna find my phone number regardless,
Yes,
but
they
it
are.
is easy here. It's on my list of things to do next week. The texting service that we use also, I think I sent it to you, right? What they're bringing like an AI
mhm.
answering service in that you get with your subscription. So I wanted to ask them more about that because I thought that might be handy. If we gave them that number, people could call.
So for those of you that don't know, Angela's phone is blown up the week of Heritage Fest with people calling and just asking questions that the answers are right here. And it really, in spending, days with her leading up to Heritage Fest, it really takes a lot of time away from the things that have to be getting done. So we were looking for alternatives to Angela's phone not ringing nonstop the
And
week leading up to.
I don't mind, like, it's the
It's just time
few
consuming.
days before that are a lot, and I love to talk to the car show guys, but they are not quick, like question askers. They want to talk. So it does consume a lot of time, and I set down my phone and I pick it back up and I have like 15 voicemails. So I want to find out more about this and when it's going to be implemented. So maybe I just
Take your phone number off the flyer.
take my phone number off for now and just
What do they ask? Do they pretty much ask the same questions?
They
I know
ask-
this is very
everything that's on the flyer,
Mhm.
where they register, what time they have to be registered by, how, can they get reserved parking?
really no other way to.
There's nothing I could put on this flyer that they don't, like,
Already know.
yeah, that could clarify things anymore. Mostly it's, I just wanted to make sure, or, they're all
Just that generation.
older and most of them are not going, a few of them have pre-registered, but most of them want to make sure they know where they're going day up because they don't want to pre-register and
Get lost.
they just want to be sure that the map is correct. So. But yeah, maybe I'll take the phone number off for now.
I have a question. Down Development Drive, that is where the DPW is building their new, is that their new like compound or where they're going to have everything that's built up there? What, do you think there's going to be any issue with cars going down there? Or being able to see
I've heard
anything?
Nothing about an actual start date yet.
I think it's going to be before
Which is
our car show.
fine.
yeah.
I don't think it'll be an issue though,
Okay.
because they're not going to be doing anything on the weekend, I don't think. And even if they are, did we get far by the water tower lining up? Yeah, we did.
Can it run all the way to Van Dyke and start in that turn?
Y'all,
Yeah, they could definitely go that way, all the way to the Vinkiers
If it's
Yeah.
gravel.
driveway. Yep.
yeah, we could not do,
So we
The court.
cannot do around development.
we could block it if we had to.
I'll talk to Dale and Brian tomorrow just to,
I didn't know if they're gonna have like
Clarify.
stuff out in the road for any reason. I'm sure Dale would be like.
and Dale
I'm
and Brian would
sure-
make sure they didn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
stuff out in the road for that weekend, but I will make sure. Let me write it down. Okay, anything else? From the flyer.
I can't think of anything else. I'm good.
Do you guys think, not that I want to end it earlier, but do you think we should say we end at 3 instead of 3:30?
That's fine.
I feel like all of the years we've been doing it on Van Dyke, I feel like 3:30 cuts it
Close.
really close.
Mhm.
Then you got
And there's,
people who
we're
don't
always hunting.
And there's always
down.
someone. Do you know, oh, it's on here. Okay. Yep. Yeah.
You could bump this 4 o'clock to 3:30. The time they have to be up.
Yeah. Okay. And you need flyers by when, Aaron? Like the 13th?
It's not an emergency.
On Autorama,
Chromanize first, but
It's okay, I can definitely have them done.
13th if you can.
Okay, yep,
Even if it's a say of the day or like you say that.
absolutely.
That one at Flint, Charlie?
Yeah.
Fire River.
yeah.
Okay. Is that everything on the flyer?
I think so.
Okay, let's just run through, well, yeah, let's just run through, because when we get to location, we can talk about East and West St. Clair. Registration, I know it didn't go great, but the location-wise,
The location's fine.
The
Yes,
location's fine.
the location is fine.
Okay.
It's not the location.
It was the
People.
attitudes. Yes.
People, that's all.
Entertainment is fun. I'm not sure yet. I have emailed people. I texted with a band today and it was very
Big.
vague and unclear of whether they were committing or not. So I responded and said, I need to know because if you're not going to be here, I need to, seriously look for other bands. And they did not respond yet. But I did reach out to a couple of other bands to find out their availability. Actually started in December, so we'll be fine. But if anybody has any comment or suggestions on whether we should stay the same if we can, or if we should get all new, I'm very open to that.
I feel like both the headliners we've had have big followings, which helps
And-
attendance and sales for whoever runs the beer tent, which is wonderful. But I'm sure there's other great bands out there that have followings as well. I know personally, Glenbrook was awesome, and everyone that I had at my table that heard her was just, that girl needs to be headlining your show.
Yes.
She's amazing. I could listen to her all day long. Yeah,
Yes.
she was great.
And honestly, we were sitting together, obviously, but the whole time I was like, this is so sad that there's almost nobody here for her because she was so amazing.
Oh my God, she was great.
Okay. Production will probably keep the same. I thought that went
For the
zero
but yes,
drama.
they seemed much more pleasant.
Yes, there was
Mhm.
no issues or drama, so I'm good with that. Cornhole tournament.
Is it even worth the stress?
We make no money, but I think people like it.
And we have the boards.
We have the boards. So I can don't you absolutely
have-
find someone different to run it,
Yeah.
because apparently cornhole is like the thing now.
If you could, and we need a little more structure to it. If we're gonna do it and run it as an activity where people win money, needs to be fair.
And we also are going to have to figure out a location, and whoever is running it, we have to give them a cutoff. That was probably the most frustrating part of my day on Saturday, was trying to get them off the road, and they would not listen to me. And there was nothing, unfortunately, being a female, I think you even tried to yell at them, right? Like, you need to get, was it you?
I don't think I did.
I don't know. I asked them several times to get off the road, and they're like, we're almost done. And I was like, no, the roads are opening now. And they did not care at all what I had to say. So next time I might have to, if that happens again, I'll probably ask the police, but.
It's unfortunate because it's our event and.
Right. And it looks terrible on everybody
Yep.
when they're like, no, we're not done yet. And I'm like, okay,
No,
well,
you're done.
this
Yeah.
is your second tournament now.
Cornhole
so-
needs to be from, noon to 2 and that's it and that's all.
Yeah.
That's all they get. Sorry. We can leave the boards out for people to play with. That's fine, but the tournament starts and ends at a certain time and that's it.
So, next up is location of events. So I think what I would do next year is put the cornhole tournament where we had the food trucks in between the theater and the law office. And I would have the cornhole tournament there, and then I would just leave the boards there. We don't have to worry about
Mm-hmm.
road closures. It's easier to block the entertainment tent part off if you just block that driveway anyways. Like, snow fence wise. So I think that's where I would put that. I think the entertainment tent should stay the same since the village and, well, I guess it's in the village owns those spots now.
We own those spots.
We 50-50, I don't know.
I don't know. Me either.
What about the DJ?
DJ would stay in the same spot. For sure, he has to be right on the
Mhm.
corner.
I'm asking, not that, are we going with the same DJ or going to try to go with the same DJ?
I have him on my list of people to reach out to actually tomorrow because I have to reach out to him about getting a W-9 anyways. Okay, so the things that might need to change, East and West St. Clair. I can't even take credit for this idea. This was Dale. He said, why don't you have the food trucks line up down Mill Street? Since it's a one-way anyways, it's easy in, easy out, and they can stay there through the festival and for the beer tent, because then they're, just in the same parking lot. People can get their food and come in, or they don't have to go into the beer tent at night to get their food and leave. So I think food trucks could line up down there. I have had, and all of the restaurants agree that they're very we said more and now we say less. They think less. So, I'll probably try to only get I'll probably get the ice cream and the key lime. I'll get 2 dessert trucks, and then I'll try to get 2 or 3 food trucks I'll probably get 2 food trucks for at night, and then maybe 3 for during the day on Saturday.
In addition to the dessert truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, the dessert trucks only stay for during the day on
Yeah.
Saturday. But, so I don't think food trucks are a big deal. The info tent is going to be an issue, but I think that the bakery would let us put the info tent there if East and West St. Clair are not accessible.
Yeah, in the side.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't get into their
Exactly.
drive anyways on Saturday, so I
Yeah.
think they would let us put it there. The only thing that is going to have to move is volunteer and sponsors. So we need to be thinking about where we can put those as a plan B. And my hope, and I know this is optimism that it might be unfounded, but my hope is that they complete the first blocks of East and West St. Clair
We can have those.
first by Heritage Fest.
That'd be nice.
But we do need a plan B.
My plan B no, that's not going to work.
Speedway, is that an option? Will they let us use that just for?
Yeah, they would, but there's not enough room
Not
for
enough room.
sponsors and volunteers just in Speedway.
How many cars are typically?
Shoot, I should have printed the thing sponsor rate.
We put a lot in there back in the 80s, it's more around.
We probably had close to 30 sponsor and volunteer cars. Maybe more. 'Cause
So realistically, I don't even want to talk about parking downtown right now because it makes my blood boil as soon as I think about what happened last year. But volunteers can have the first spots because we have to be there at the butt crack of dawn anyways, and we can get them parked in the first spots, and that's great and that's wonderful. Sponsors, if you can't be there at 7 a.m., I don't know. Or Speedway, Speedway until it's full, and then sorry, you're out of luck. If that's the case this year, I mean, it is what it is. We can't help it. There's only so many spots, and like we talked about last year when this was a possibility last year, we may have to limit the show, honestly. It depends what happens. So,
I mean, there's always, I know this is gonna be a pain in the butt just for me, but there's always taking away. Well, I mean, even so, if we go to the sponsor thing, you get 5 car entries, but it does not say that you're gonna get preferred parking.
it never has.
So I could add, like, we could make more money and say preferred parking for sponsors is this much more. And you can select, no, I don't even want to say you can select. We could just do, if they pay for preferred parking, they could be in the first, like we could go from the light and go north and south with
They still have to be there by a certain
but you still
time.
have to be there by 7 a.m.
Mhm.
So I think that's a way we could make more money. It's going to be a pain for you too. It's going to be a pain for us.
Because not everyone will arrive at the same time, so more.
Not everyone will arrive at the same time, but they will have to tell us what was the date last year. We'll know ahead of time how many people paid for preferred parking.
Right.
So we should know how much space hypothetically to leave open. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
And we could go out, when we go measure vendors, you don't like this idea, do you?
My kid just burped. I was laughing at
Oh.
him. But you're right. No, I really don't. Mm-mm.
Well, if people
I'm
don't think we
listening,
should
no.
do it.
I'm listening. No, I'm all about us making more money. Keep going.
When we go measure vendor spots that week anyways, we could measure distance and just mark and like spray paint a little bit on the road. So when your parkers park, they know where to start and they don't start people until. But I can also tell people if you want preferred parking, you need to be there at 6:30 and I'll have preferred parking.
A separate line.
Well, I'll have when
You
they
could
come up-
have them like
when they
congregate in
come
the
to
church
check in.
parking lot or something.
Oh yeah, we could have preferred parking.
But
in a different
here's
lot.
my other. When one person sees a car do something, they're going to follow whether or not they're a part of that, and then that becomes a problem. You know.
Well, I can see, but typically when something's judged, I put like a sticker on the headlight. Everybody with preferred parking gets a sticker on the headlight that somebody has to put on there. But once somebody, like you say, just follows suit, what do you do then? You get a big argument.
Exactly.
But we could, if we had an extra volunteer, we could have someone in the high school bus loop. The problem is that everybody talks,
Mhm.
and like as soon as you tell one person where the lineup is, they're going to tell everybody just come here and line up. So we'd have to have somebody like, I think Phil would probably be good. Like you do not have preferred parking. You have to go there. But that is going to be crappy for whoever has to deal with that. So I don't know. We don't have to even think about sponsors right this second. All I was trying to say was sponsorship wise, we don't say you get, we just say you
Preferred,
get
yeah.
so many entries.
Yep.
Volunteers are there first. They're going to get obviously first parking. So I don't think volunteer parking is an issue.
No, I don't either, because it's more necessity than anything that we get their cars parked. So
Okay, so we can, I don't even know what time it is, you guys. Okay, we can circle back to sponsors.
Let's think on that.
Yeah.
Preferred parking, because
Let's
I'm trying
think
to think of what can, not to be a pessimist, but what can go wrong in a lot.
Oh, I'm thinking about
But it could be a lot.
what can go wrong, but then I'm also thinking about, well, if we offer that
$100 a spot.
to the like if
I'm
we
not
offer
kidding.
preferred parking to the sponsors first.
If we're gonna
and then
have a
open
headache.
up preferred parking the week before, 2 weeks before to the public, how much could we make? But we also don't have unlimited preferred, like, we would have to go measure how many.
I would say max you could offer like 40 preferred parking spots probably, because what's preferred past 10 cars deep, right? I don't think much. 10 cars deep on each side.
I would think the central business district is preferred from Stone Street to Washington, from the theater to State Farm. I feel like that's not a far walk. But yeah, then I feel like we'd have to have zones, like
Right,
this,
and
there's only
that's,
so many of this zone left.
Yeah.
That would, I mean, from my perspective, that would be a nightmare to
Hmm.
try to.
yeah. No, I would cap it at like 50 cars. $100 a car.
That's the preferred spot from Mill to St. Clair on the east side, right by all the restaurants and stores. Would that be a preferred spot?
I mean, I guess technically, I would say the central business district is from the theater, from Stone Street to State Farm is our boundary for the central business district. So I think maybe if we did it and we wanted to do it well, even though it's going to be a pain in the butt, I would do from Mill Street to East St. Clair, and then East St. Clair to School Street. I would do that one price, and then maybe the next block, a second price, but that is going to be an absolute nightmare.
Sounds terrible.
It's already all a nightmare, and this is gonna be,
It is.
You'd almost need one or two people strictly looking for preferred parking people that are coming down.
right, you're gonna need, so it's gonna be
You're coming here.
a nightmare for me to collect the money. It's gonna be a nightmare for registration to figure, so maybe we only offer preferred parking, if we're going to offer it at all, we only offer it to the sponsors. And maybe we don't even, you know what? I don't want to get too far into sponsorships, but maybe we don't even offer it as an add-on. We say if you're a platinum sponsor, you get 5 preferred, or what is it? 10 preferred parkings. No,
That sounds like too many. I would.
5.
we have 10 entries right now.
How many platinum sponsors did we have last year?
What are the numbers look like?
We had beer tent and Binkers.
Are there any aerial?
And who else? You.
And someone, not just, and, oh no, they
Nope.
didn't. They aren't.
So what was that, a total of 15? Or no, 30?
It would
It'll
have
be
been 30.
30. Which, let's be real, I use,
And
Mine
Binkers used 0.
yeah, they use none.
And Mikey's used 0.
They will though.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the other thing we have to talk about.
I'll sell my preferred parking. And that's, here's the thing that's gonna happen with certain people. They're gonna sell their preferred parking spots. I wouldn't, I was being sarcastic, then I was like, oh my God, people would do that. Not that it really matters,
They
but.
might. I would think that, and if we're gonna give it to them, then the sponsorship, I feel like it should increase the amounts.
That's what I was saying too. Like if we're gonna do preferred parking, we increase by $100. Well, that's what I was saying. Like platinum, we would raise it up to 4,000, and it would be 10 preferred parking spots. We can. This is future.
We're getting pretty deep for January.
Future us problems. This is not today problems.
I know.
Because there's other things we have to discuss, like people putting tents outside.
Yeah.
And then it's hard.
So
There's
here's my,
people that follow the rules and then ask.
how are we going to control what happened last year?
I don't know.
We're just gonna have them towed.
Tent wise.
Tent wise, all of it, everything that happened downtown at 7 a.m.
Police officers in town.
So
I don't know that we have enough police officers for
we don't once the thing opens, but
And one by.
I
I know.
can absolutely find a polite way to say.
Oh, it has to be said.
And now we have texting, so I can text to like.
Needs to be text,
Unfortunately,
email,
Due to
newsletter,
the
all of
success
it.
of the car show, we can have no
Right.
tents.
And-
if you would like a vendor tent, and I don't even mind if you're a business and you want a vendor tent, if you're a DDA business, you can get a vendor tent for free. I will put you in the vendor alley
Mhm.
if everybody's good with that. But
No
you can
problem
have
with
a vendor tent free of charge, but you cannot have a tent on Van Dyke.
The whole point of this really is for them to make money. So no, I don't mind at all giving them a free vendor tent.
And honestly, MDOT is, when I get the permit from MDOT, it is for car show parking. So if we're gonna be technical, if MDOT came through, they would not allow tents on the road.
Well, they wouldn't give us the permit next
Anyways,
year.
they wouldn't, right, correct.
Yep.
So,
And they all need to be reminded they do not own the parking spots in front of their businesses.
I know, and we can find a polite way to
We
say
have
that.
to find a way to stress that.
Mm-hmm.
I know we have to stress it, but I also,
Mm-hmm. And in
We wanna
addition
be
to
nice.
that, sidewalks must be accessible
yes.
for pedestrians. You can put up a tent, but the sidewalk's gotta be accessible still.
And there are, unfortunately, and not the fault of the businesses, there are spots in town where you
Right.
can have a tent and the sidewalk is still accessible, and there are places that you cannot have that. So it kind of is
It is what it is.
what it is. But I'm more than willing to try to help anybody who has an idea and wants, help making it work. We just have to, okay. Again, that's future us problems. Because if I send out a text like that right now,
Yeah, don't feel that.
What are you talking about?
nobody would care. The entertainment tent, it looks like Small Town Bar is going to be running it. Victor's and Roots said they were not interested this year. So then next year it will go, I guess, if all of them are interested, we'll just do the wheel. If two of them are interested, we'll do the wheel, whatever.
I feel like in that though, just like, should there be some kind of like rule or like us like being like, you need to have this many employees per night because that
Do
that
the coughing again.
that tent, like waiting in line, people were so angry. Like they were.
So I know that I talked to Jim and Aaron for a few hours on Monday after I talked to Craig, and made sure that he was not wanting to do it. And they have a bunch, they know the problems, they want to fix them. The only thing that they asked, was that if other businesses keep backing out and it just keeps being them, that like at some point, I guess their question was, are we going to offer it to everybody every year? Like if they get 5 years in and they have everything running smoothly and then other businesses want to jump in, what's our stance on that? And I said, I can't answer that at this moment, but I get what you're saying. Like
Yep,
if you
I do too.
built something
Mhm.
and then
And
other
also,
people wanted,
from our perspective, if someone's got it down pat, why are we gonna change it and make our lives harder also?
Right.
I don't disagree
Is there
necessarily.
any kind of rule or bylaw or anything about how that works? or
absolutely not, because this is what, 2 years ago was the first year that the business even ran it, and they incur, which honestly is a blessing because they have to do everything for the beer and liquor. Before and the Lions Club mostly ran it, but I still had to be involved in like the maps and stuff with an individual liquor license running it. It is even more off my plate on the alcohol side. And then we just have to organize the tent and they take care of the alcohol sales. So I think it has been a learning, I mean, we learned stuff every year. And I think the last 2 years, the first year was a huge learning curve for us, I think, because it was the first year that, well, I mean, and nothing went as planned. Last year was even better. There are still things they have to work out and adjust. So I am kind of glad that it's the same people running it so that they can,
Learn from last year.
right, so they already know what to do different from last year, so they can correct that. I feel like if we had a different person come in, I mean, I can see how it would be a nightmare if every year it was a different person. But I also think after every restaurant has done it once, they'll be able to build on and correct.
For
So,
sure.
I honestly don't know where I was going with that now.
I think it was
What
all
were we
just to say
just
that
said they were
they're
gonna run it? Is that what I
yeah.
was talking about? So they're gonna run that. The couple ideas that they had, like, don't have the food trucks inside because that was the biggest complaint.
Right, we learned. Yep.
And I
Again, we learned something new. every year.
already did not want to have them in there because of all the times I got yelled at. Vendor wise, we might have to. I
Really cap it
loved
this year.
so much how the vendors were set up this year.
I know, I did too. But we can do the same thing, just a smaller block,
Smaller.
and just, it'll have to be less people.
Yeah.
They can just be right there off Mill, and the food trucks can be on Mill,
Yep.
and that's fine. We'll really have to, if that's what's going to happen, then we have to, really cap it, that's all.
Okay, so the packets for the sponsorships, I want to, this says June. Honestly, I am going to have them done by March, April, so we can have them the first round out in May. I feel like, especially with homecoming this year, we have to get them out early. I mean, if we're not making any adjustments, if we're not doing preferred parking and stuff, I can update them in 3 seconds. It won't be hard. I still have the square link. The square links are still the same. I just have to reactivate them. So that QR code doesn't even change.
Me and I had already jokingly said before we started that I think we should increase the sponsorship prices because the cost of everything has gone up significantly, even since we've been a part of this, you know?
Oh my gosh.
It's gone up every
yes.
single year. Everything, I mean, yes, I think we got a better tent deal last year because we switched or whatever, but like production goes up, the bands go up, the toilets go up, you know, it's, cost of everything is going up. And I don't know if we've ever changed the sponsorship prices. I know we haven't since we've been sitting here, but
No, we
prior
just
to that,
changed
like-
some of the stuff. I'm good.
I think we've added more perks, but not, you know.
Let's focus on the sponsorship packets next month, because as soon as we decide, if we decide on that next month, I can have them done the next.
Yeah.
I can have them updated the next day.
Yeah.
And then I can send them out with the second quarter newsletter as our first like hit. And I don't know, maybe we can offer something, some like special, like if you sponsor before June, I don't know. We can talk
Talk
about
about
it.
that, yeah.
The only other thing the race we can wait until next month, right? We don't.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
email Bob. All he said was just shoot him an email when we're ready and he'll get us set up. So I'll email him before the next meeting so everything gets set up
The
online.
only other thing besides setting committee chairs, because we need to do that, but I got an email from the Cyclone 360 photo booth that's in Lapeer County. I'm not sure
Yeah, I
exactly
don't
where
know
located.
either.
And she wanted to be a part of it last year. And honestly, we could not afford the extra $1,000. And thinking of like a spot to put them in a time and place was, by the time she contacted me, we had already had everything so set. So she contacted me and said, for 3 hours, it's $900. For 4 hours, it's $1,100, but she's willing to work with us. So I was going to email her and ask if she would do it in lieu of a sponsorship. And then they could have, like, maybe we could do 5 hours for $1,500 or whatever, and she could do a gold sponsorship. I just am trying to think.
Does that need to be indoors?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't need to be indoors, but it needs electricity.
Okay.
And so it would have to be, I suppose it would be in the beer tent, but is that, I don't
What is
even know
that?
if that's feasible or like,
I don't think,
Is that the thing, like the simulator that you go in?
it's like a stand and there's like
the
a
camera goes around you.
Goes around,
Uh,
you stand with your friends. and
camera
stuff.
that goes around
Oh.
you. And so you stand there and like, it creates videos
It's
for
definitely
you.
a beer tent thing. Like it's.
I know
fun.
but is it going to be an attract, like, I guess I just want to make sure that if
I
we
don't-
get it, people
Car
are
show
using
people
it.
don't go to the beer tent during the day, and the beer tent is too busy in the evening
At
to have
night.
some, that would get demolished in my opinion, you
So I
know?
think,
It's
like,
gonna
we
be in the way.
had that
It's
backdrop.
standing room only in there.
We had that backdrop last year and I don't think
It was in the way.
anybody used
No.
it at all.
No, I don't either.
And we had the photo booth and nobody.
Nobody used
Yep.
that
The
either.
photo booth was
Yeah,
not in a good spot.
No,
it
it
was
wasn't.
tucked away.
I don't think there is a good spot for
There
it either,
isn't.
honestly.
No,
I think we
yeah.
just
The
need
photo
to
booth has to be indoors.
nix that. It's
I think
great for
Holly
Holiday.
would- Yes.
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 Yeah.
That's more indoor focused activity, but
But I do
Yeah.
think like where the food trucks were, that spot doesn't get overly congested.
It just
Put it
has to
over there.
have electricity and I don't know, we can't necessarily have an extension cord running across
can
the
they,
parking lot.
can they run on a generator?
I can ask those questions.
That's a good
do
question.
they charge people or is it free?
No,
Okay.
No,
it's
the
free.
cost would be ours.
And they send you
Yeah.
the, like your video link
Scan
or
it with
whatever.
your phone and then it texts you the video or whatever.
Yeah.
You would get a business to sponsor.
That's what I was thinking
portion of
too,
it,
and then they
and
could
then
have
it's
their
their
logo
logo.
on there. That's what I was thinking too, but if I'm gonna ask them to be, if they agree, because she said, I'm willing to work with you guys, she said, I really just want to be a part of Heritage Fest, so if she's willing
I think
to
that's a
be
great
the
option.
sponsor,
Mhm.
and if she wants to do Heritage Fest and her
Heck, yeah.
logo on everyone,
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. Okay, real quick. Car show is Aaron. Vendors. Does anybody, Krista does vendors.
Is she
And
still,
Yes.
I haven't
she
talked to her
loves
since
it. Her and
Christmas. I mean, love to have her help.
Caroline love vendors.
I know
so
they do.
if we're good with that.
And they've got it down, so.
We're not doing raffle again, right?
I mean, we can have someone run a 50-50. Who did it? Did Lions do it?
Lions.
I'm happy to let Lions do a 50-50, but I don't think it's something we need to spend
Okay.
manpower on.
Sponsorships is usually, what was that, me and you last year? Do you want to do it again?
Yeah, I'll do it again this year. Start early.
And then I didn't have Charlie, you want to be the car show, what was it, like the
Assistant?
flyer,
Oh.
no, the,
Promotion.
promotion.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Think of the word.
All over last year for that.
Okay, 5K is, or race is obviously you, Holly, right? And me, I mean, I'll help it. And then volunteers, does anyone want to
Volunteer.
be in charge of recruiting? Usually I just put a sign up genius out and I end up kind of coordinating that, but if anyone wants to help with that, I'm not sure. We'll just leave it as me for now, and then I think there's other sections that I wanted to add, but we can talk through next month if that's okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Thank
Those of
guys
you
for
that
coming.
came that are new, do you have any questions, anything we can answer or
I'm
suggestions?
so sorry because I know you were not here last year and it
It's
is
a lot.
a lot, and we did not go slow tonight. Usually our first couple meetings are slower, and this month we knew what we wanted to talk about, but it's really not this crazy once it is, it's crazy, but once we get everything settled and set, it's not as overwhelming as it seems. So if you have any questions, comments, opinions, suggestions, feel free to tell any of us.
We're here for it. But thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you so
And-
much.
And feel free to stay for our regularly scheduled DDA board meeting, which is next.
Which is coming up
Now.
1 minute ago. All right, I'm gonna end this.
Okay.